What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we are back with another episode of Making Lemonade. So, if you guys don't remember what happened in the last episode, our kiddos graduated. They started our new lives together. Miss Rosalinda and Jason moved into her apartment. They're starting college and just really excited about their new lives. And in the end, we finally found out what was wrong with our Miss Rosalinda, because she's been feeling sick, she's been feeling weird. She thought she was pregnant, but that wasn't the case. And she was just like, I'm just gonna see what happens and what I can do about it. And she faints in front of her parents after she shows them the car that she was going to buy Jason. And come to find out that our girl, Miss Rosalinda, has cancer, you guys. Yes, we have finally found the truth. Our girl has cancer. She's sick. I mean, we know she's going to beat it because we've seen her with Jason like a couple years into the future. Or maybe she won't. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But let's jump into the episode and see. Late August 2009. So let's jump into the episode and see how things are going to go down and see how this changes Rosalinda and Jason's relationship. So this is when the doctor was telling her that she had the cancer. I don't remember if we actually read this part, but we're just going to bypass it. I feel like we did. But, this is when everybody is getting the bad news. Why did this have to happen to me? I curl my hands into rock-solid fists as the remaining pieces of my shattered sanity crumble down. The darkness of my thoughts soon began to eradicate any light of hope before me, leaving me afraid and alone in the dark. Sweetheart, am I gonna die? I began to grow hysterical. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Rosalinda, darling, please. I'm gonna die. My thin, fragile body shook as I wept, and I was in denial. I could not die like this. I looked up at Dr. Easton as he watched me with eyes full of pity. There was no greater feeling than sorrow and self-hate when you intentionally feel bad for yourself. It always makes the wound hurt a little more when you come to terms that your situation was no smudge of hope on it. No matter how desperately you hunt for light aimed from the dark, you begin to accept your fate as it is. Hun, I know you feel extremely destroyed by this news, but I'm here to tell you that you are not alone. How dare you tell me everything is fine? I'm gonna die and you know it. Rosalinda, I'm going to be real with you. The cancer has been untreated and is drastically progressed. It is at stage 5. Do you know what this means? I stayed quiet and inhaled the bitterness encased within this room. I could feel death slowly creeping behind me as it slithered its arms around my waist, pulling me into a dark abyss of pain, suffering, and agony. We're going to have to put you through chemotherapy immediately. There are no other outlets. My parents looked mortified as they tried to digest this heavy news. I couldn't bear to fathom what their hearts were feeling. I tried my hardest to muster up the confidence to get that one answer I'm dying to know. Although this is not what anyone wants to hear, it has to be asked. I have to force myself to accept the fact that this is my fate. This is my destiny. It brutally wounded me to grasp this reality, but I knew I had to. With a petrified heart and wearing soul, I garnered the remaining strength in me to ask, how much time? My parents gasped in shock as they heard me speak. I could see the overwhelming look of discomfort and fear in their eyes. What are you talking about, dear? What are you trying to ask, sweetie? My blood began to boil. How stupid do they think I am? All of them stand there creating artificial exits to the situation that I knew doesn't exist. How much time do I have to live? Ooh, the doctor wait a minute. Rosalinda, I'll repeat it again. The cancer has severely spread into your bloodstream and is critical we get you on treatment immediately. Leukemia is categorized in different stages and natures of the disease. We usually calculate a patient's survival possibility in the span of 5 years. Treatment affects people differently, and we may not truly know how much success you will personally have. All I can say is I know none of us want to hear it, but Rosalinda, you may be here with us for another 4 months or 4 years. My mother erupts into scorching tears of agony. Never in my life have I seen my mom this broken. A part of her shatters like glass for me as we feel my existence drifting away from her hands. She feels it in the profundity of her heart, how she can no longer protect me. She can no longer keep me warm in her embrace like she did when I was a child. This feeling of hopelessness has taken over her power of being a mother, because if she could, she would give her life for me, right here, right now. I cannot bear the sight of my mother crying this way. My heart ripped to shreds knowing that there was nothing I could do to make my mom feel better. I nearly suffocated as knots of emotions grew tighter in my throat. It was too much to endure. I knew one day this disease will win. I knew we who were the ones that are going to take the hardest hit. This was no longer about me. This is about the large void I am going to leave when life in me departs. My mind began to grow wild. The thought of me leaving behind my family began to eat me up alive. I'm going to hurt the people I love. In the midst of my pain, my mind seemed to wander over to a particular person. The one person I knew I was going to destroy when he finds out. Jason. Chicago. I was like, ain't nobody called Jason. I forgot that man was in Chicago. He's in Chicago on a business trip. Chicago, Chicago. It's a city that's exciting. It's a city that's inviting. Anyway, my heart was racing with excitement. In a couple of days, I will have spent 4 years of my life alongside the girl I love, Rosalinda Carson. The girl has changed my life in ways I can't imagine. Nothing in this world could ever match the amount of love I have for her. 4 years experiencing life with her has been one of the biggest blessings I could ever ask for, and I thank God every day for bringing her into my life. Lockwood High School. Listen to Perfect by Ed Sheeran and cry with me. I can vividly remember the day I first laid eyes on her. Bro, we're going to be late. Bro, we have 5. OMG. Justin. Look, it's Beyonce. Where? All the single ladies now put your hands up. We're so going to get our freshman butts kicked on the first day. Okay, so our first class is English. Damn. Let's go, single lady. Like how he just belted out single ladies like after he got done crying. Never did I imagine I was going to meet my soulmate on that very day. Sorry, y'all. I'm drinking a Capri Sun. Why am I so nervous? It's only high school. You ready? When I walk in, I analyze a room full of people looking for an open desk. Never imagine who my eyes were going to collide with. And then I saw her, sitting all by herself. The faint glimmer in her enthralling hazel-colored eyes pulled me in. I was captivated by the way her small, perky nose cringed and her large eyes squinted as she read. Her long and wavy dark hair draped elegantly over her shoulders as she isolated herself from the world. She was beautiful beyond belief and description. Damn, who's that? Play it cool, bro. She saw me look at her as I got lost in her enchanting presence. And that was the first time we looked deeply into each other's eyes. She's so beautiful. I felt butterflies graze against the inside of my stomach walls as I tried to focus on the lesson. It was hard to concentrate while in my mind the thought of me being in her life consumed me. My heart raced as I daydreamed of one day being able to hold her close to me and call her my girl. I constantly found myself turning around for a simple mere reason of getting to glimpse at her. Sometimes when she wouldn't notice, and that's when I realized I'd stare at her longer. I was intrigued beyond explanation. There was a glistening aurora about her presence that made me want to feel her warmth against my skin. He was mesmerized the first time he met. We love that. Keep the men on their toes. At this point, as many times as he turned back, he might as well should have sat next to us. Like, damn, at least you could have looked at us without having to turn back around so many times. She was the very first girl to ever have me feel that way. Being only 15 at the time, I didn't realize how much this girl was going to mean to me. Waiting from within my soul told me to wait for her after class. I couldn't understand this feeling of attraction I had to her. Something about the way she carries herself ignited a flame of yearning inside a heart that has never seen light. To say I was crapping my pants was an understatement. He looking. Come on, where are you, pretty girl? He's fiending. Fiending like Jodeci. Fiending like Jodeci. Hello. Hi. I'm Jason. Hi? What's your name? Rosalinda? She probably did say it like that. Rosalinda. A beautiful name for a beautiful girl. Don't mess this up, bro. So, Rosalinda, I saw that you're also in my English class. I was wondering if, maybe you want to study or whatever. Really, bro, study. She's gonna think you're dumb. Sure. Well, let me know when you need help. Idiot. She will never like you. But also, she's so cute. I need to be her friend at least. Damn it, Rosalinda, now I won't be able to get you out of my head. And I couldn't. She was constantly in my mind all day. I wonder what Rosalinda is doing. He's got a bad, like Usher. Just gotta keep naming songs. I try my best to hang out with her or use excuses so I can simply embrace the warmth of her embrace. But as much as I wanted to get closer, she simply kept her distance from me. Just ask her, bro. You want to grab a coffee or something after this? No, thank you. I'm fine. Okay. Rosalinda's timidness made it a challenge for me to make her comfortable. I noticed the guarded look in her large hazel eyes as she navigated through this intimidating world. She had a thicker barrier around her than I tirelessly fought to cross over. I wanted her to trust and confide in me. I wanted her to know that I could love her deeply and keep her heart safe in the depths of my soul. I have to admit that she made me fall hopelessly in love with her without having to try. Her home was in my heart, and all I wanted to do was give her my heart in its entirety. After weeks of consistency and showing endless effort, Rosalinda slowly began to open up and we spent more and more time together. Okay, so this is the scenes that we were seeing with her where, they were getting closer and first met and all that good stuff. Hey, pretty girl. Hey, Jay. You want to go hang out after school? Yeah. Can you wait for me? Always. I'll always wait for you, beautiful. Cute. Rosalinda quickly became one of the most important people in my life. Far before she was my girlfriend, I knew deep down that this girl was the one I wanted to grow old with. This was the girl I saw myself having children with. She became my everything. I love that dress you wore today at school. It matched well with your beautiful eyes. Oh, yeah, and this is with them staying up all night talking on the phone. Thank you, Jay. And, just getting closer and having deep conversations. I'm going to go to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Okay, princess, good night. Good night. I love you, Jason. I love you, Rosalinda. Ugh. After a month, I couldn't hold it in anymore. My heart erupted with scorching passion for her, and there was not a day that I didn't want to kiss her beautiful, luscious lips and hold her in my arms. I craved and desired her love with every bit of my being, and I know I had to make her mine. That's all I think about from the moment I wake up to the moment I close my eyes to sleep. And this is when they met at, like, the tree or their special tree or moment, whatever, and I think this is when they got into a relationship. I know you don't want to be in a relationship, but I can't keep denying what I feel for you. Standing before her that very day I made her my girl, I realized I was deeply in love with her. This is the type of love I would give my life for. I was risking losing it all, losing my ability to ever love again this fiercely. But for her, I'd do it a million times. She was worth any heartache and pain because I knew that nobody in this world could nurture my heart with love the way she did. She can. You're everything I'd wish for. This is nerve-wracking. Ask her to be your girlfriend, Rosalinda. Will you be my girlfriend? On August 21st of the year 2005, Rosalinda made all my dreams come true by saying yes, simply saying yes. Jay and Linda has been together for a year here. Every moment, Jay and Linda, that's cute. Every moment I have spent with her has permanently tattooed itself on my heart. Her enchanting charisma and undeniable love, delicacy, strength pulled me in deeper as we progressed as a couple. She was every guy's definition of perfection. You ready for your surprise, babe? Jason, I don't want you spending so much money on me. I'm more than happy with the millions of purses, shoes, dresses, and makeup you have bought me. But you deserve to be spoiled, baby. Plus, you only turned 16 once. Don't worry about the money, babes. I'd mow a million lawns if I had to just see you happy. Cute. I love you. I love you too, babe. Come on, let's go. Where are we going? What are we doing? You could have told me we were going to hike. My legs are killing me. We're almost there, babe. Want a piggyback ride? No, it's fine. The Hollywood sign? You're so cute. Or is it the Eppywood sign? Which one is it? You owe me a massage. Of course, I can't say no to touching your body. Because super cringe. It's so beautiful tonight. Tap slowly, you might mess up the zooms, and I think I took it directed. Okay, and it definitely was. I remember how the somber night and bleak sky was adored with a million bright stars that night. The way they perfectly blemished the darkness with their light reminded me of Rosalinda. She brought the light in me. Happy birthday, my angel. I love you so much, and I wish you all the happiness in the world. Thank you, baby. I love you too. You make me so happy, and I'm blessed to call you mine. Rosalinda is the most perfect girl in the world, and I'm proud to call her mine. These last 4 years have been heavenly, and I couldn't be more grateful. Ooh. I can see the future every time I gaze into her eyes at night when I fall asleep. Rosalinda is my future. And on our 4-year anniversary, I plan to make her my wife. Now he gonna pop the ring. He got the ring. He getting the ring. And he better get a nice one, too. He better get a nice one. What's up, Uncle Howard? Uncle Howard is Jason's dad's brother, BTW. Kid, you made it. How are you, my boy? I'm good, Unc. Look at Unc, bald headed and all. How's Richard and the family? They're good. That's great. How's your lady? It's been a while since I last saw her. She's good, Unc. We're very happy together. Happy for you, son. No babies yet, right? No, not yet. Good. I'm glad you remember the rapid then tap it rule. Yeah. Child, he don't know that rule. I'm teasing. But seriously, babies are precious but a big responsibility. Yeah. So the ring is for the future Mrs. Dodge is ready. Want to take a peek? Oh, he got the ring made. Okay, I'll be right back. Even better. We love a man like Jason. Get the ring made. Make it remind me of you. Put it in my image. Yes. I flew out to Chicago this week to get Rosalinda's perfect ring. For nearly a year, I've saved money from doing landscape work and helping my dad for this special gift. I want to give Rosalinda everything she desires. One day, while Uncle Howard was in San Francisco visiting us, he bought a small collection of rings. Because he is the owner of this jewelry shop, he had an endless supply of enticing jewelry. While my parents scanned the different rings my uncle had bought that day, Rosalinda couldn't help but to sneak a peek. She soon pointed out her favorite ring, and I made sure to mentally snap a picture of it. I promised myself to get her that exact ring the day I would propose to her, and here I am. Here she is. I'm overwhelmed with the emotion I swallowed in all the beauty before me. There is nothing I wouldn't do for this girl, and this is the very beginning of a lifelong commitment of love, and I could not wait to make her my wife and build a life together. I am ready to see my reflection in her large hazel eyes for the rest of my life here on Earth. Oh, Jason's so sweet. And now we gotta tell him the bad news. August 21, 2009, Jason and Rosalinda's 4-year anniversary. I wake up to the sound of birds chirping melodically. I can never say that word. Outside my window. My room felt cold and crisp. The hairs on my skin frigid as the daunting reality of my life washes over me. After spending some days back at home while I waited for Jason to return from his surprise trip, I found myself growing weary at heart and soul. The weight of this realization was bringing me closer and closer to death every day, and I didn't know what to do. Like, dang, girl, you got a man. Be happy about that man a little bit. I look in the mirror and see darkness. The dark circles around my eyes got darker as the paleness of my skin became more evident. I felt utterly exhausted despite sleeping for over 46 hours straight. This disease was consuming me with every breath I took. I suddenly catch a glimpse of the pictures on my wall and felt a range of different emotions in my chest. On this day 4 years ago, Jason asked me to be his girlfriend under our oak tree. Images of that day blanket and soothe my mind as I peacefully realized one of the happiest days of my life. And I can't believe we've been together for 4 years. I caught myself smiling slightly as I reminisced about him. I was eager to see my baby already, but that smile soon turned into disappointment as I remembered what I was going to do today. I loved Jason so much, and that the pain was going to afflict upon myself was for his own good. I dreaded every second of this life, but I knew I needed to put Jason's happiness and well-being before me. I wish things were different, but this is the fate that the universe has bestowed before me, and I had to do what's best for the boy I adore with all my heart. She gonna break up with him. Girl, all you gotta do is tell him. Like, where do you think he's gonna go? He loves you. Like, seriously, girl, he loves you. What am I doing? Knock, knock. I was on the brink of breaking down. My body shook, a muscle spasm with anxiety as I comprehended what I was going to do. I was going to break up with the love of my life. Not because my feelings for him died out, but my feelings were at their highest. Our relationship was thriving and booming beyond limit, and I had to let him go because I knew what the future held. I knew that if I stayed with him, I would forever break him beyond repair, and Jason did not deserve this. I was going to break up with him because I didn't want to lose him in the morning of my life. I'd rather him temporarily mourn our breakup than mourn the loss of my life. Forever. Or girl, it's not like he's not gonna know that you didn't die. Like, come on now. I'm willing to sacrifice my own sanity and source of happiness, even if that meant bringing me closer to the casket. Babe! I missed you so much, baby. Happy anniversary, baby. I love you so much. Come on, babe. I'm just going to get my wallet and we'll get going. I have the whole day planned out for us. Jason, wait. What's up, babe? I have to tell you something. Okay, tell me inside. No. Babe, what's wrong? Are you feeling okay? I'm fine. I just want you to know that I have been blessed to have had you in my life all these years. Babe, what's wrong? You're scaring me. I'm so sorry. I just can't do this anymore. It's over. End of chapter 6. To be continued. Which is stupid because all she has to do is talk to him. Like, girl, he can be sad about your death, but he's about your like breakup, but he's gonna be sad about your death either way. Cause either way he's gonna find out. Like, be so for real. Anyway, guys, that is all that I have for you today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Our little secret.